everybody, it's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and welcome to Virtual Vogue Knitting Live, third edition for Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. This is our third time on this venue, and we are really enjoying it. If you are a repeat guest in our studio, we really appreciate you coming back. And if you're new, well, welcome. And I hope you have a great time while we're here. We have some wonderful things to show you, fiber and fashions, and some accessories as well. And over the next 4 days, what we'll be doing is varying our show a little bit each day, so to give you a taste of everything Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. And while you're with us, perhaps you'll get a chance to come back. I know there are lots of vendors and there are only so many hours in every day. But if you don't get a chance to come back, please go over to nittygrittyyarngirl.com and take a look at our website and see all the wonderful things that we have to offer. In the time that we have each day, we'll give you a taste of our little shop here, our studio, which is actually an in-home studio, and which I'll explain in a moment. And we'll give you an idea of what we do to keep our fans excited and coming back and having a good time. So if you're with us, we'd love to know where you come from, where you're visiting with us from. So you can put that in the comment section of the Facebook Live here, and just let us know where you hail from, and we'd love to see. And if you're one of our fans and you're tuning in from Virtual Vogue Knitting Live, thanks for showing up with us today. We're going to have a good time. For those of you who are new to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, just an overview of who we are. We started our business 3 years ago out of a 25-foot minibus, and our hashtag has always been yarn to the people. So we don't have brick and mortar. We've always delivered yarn to our customers, whether it was at a private event where you can book the bus for a home party. We do fundraisers and fiber festivals and all different types of events. Oh, and also retreats. So we started our business that way. As a matter of fact, we had a retreat that ended on March 15th, 2020. We call that BC, before COVID. And on March 15th, when we came home, when I got back to my home, I discovered that my very next event that was scheduled had been canceled, which was Stitches United. So we decided to build out the basement of our home and make it into a filming studio. So each week we come to you live now on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern for a show that's called Twisted Stitches. And that each week we feature different brands and styles, and we have a good time. We have giveaways and raffles and things like that every week. So we hope you'll join us there. So ever since March 15th, we've pretty much been mobile, no more four wheels. We've gone from mobile to global. And we now we've shipped to all but 6 states in the US, and we ship internationally. We've already shipped to New Zealand and Australia and Scotland, and no, not Scotland, I'm sorry, the Netherlands. So we just keep growing, and we're glad you're here with us, and we hope you have a good time with us today.
Anna Maria is watching from lunch.
I'm not surprised, Anna Maria. There's a little strategy to my timing on this. And we're coming to you at noon here in on the East Coast, and we'll be doing that today and tomorrow. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we'll be here at 5 Eastern. So it's because all the times are in the central time zone this time. So we'll be at 4 Central. We'll be here at 5 Eastern. So watch for us then again as well. Oh, one more thing before we get started with our little show for you here, a little trunk show, if you will. There's a survey. If you're here with us, here with us at Virtual Vogue Knitting, there's a survey at the end, and I would love for you to share your feedback about Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl and our show and our wonderful things that we have for you. So I thought we'd start off by giving you a quick tour of a couple of things that we have right now. We've got some new things. I've got some specials I'll share with you, and we'll do that. And as we go through them, I'll let you know how to find them on our website and how we work. But Paul, we have comments?
We have Darlene from Michigan.
Hi, Darlene. That's a new name. Welcome, Darlene. It's good to have you here. Thank you so much. So one of the things that I wanted to start with, the one thing I wanted to start with is this is called the bucket shawl. And you may have seen this shawl on Ravelry. And it was originally featured with a white background, and then they use a long self-striping yarn for the tulips. And I'll hold this up. So one of my dear friends, and also I call her one of my Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl elves, said, I have a vision. I'd like to see this in a multicolor yarn with the solid tulips. So she took to knitting, and this is our version of the bucket shawl. And that's Bukkett. And I love the way in the multicolor background, you'll notice how you can see the design of the short rows. It's really very, very pretty. So, you know, we thought, you know, in the white, that design doesn't show as nicely. So you kind of get a flow as it moves into the flowers with the multicolors, and you know, the same in here. So very, very pretty the way it lays. And I'm going to show you from the back so you can see the full length of the shawl. Really very pretty. So it's a nice full piece. The design is lovely. You can wear it either way, as a cowl wrapped around your neck or as a shawl with the flowers in the back. It certainly is an attention getter, really pretty. And we've got multiple colorways for this as well. So, and the yarns that we have here in this are, we're using, oops, KFI, my label came off that one. We're using KFI Indulgent Sport. This is a sport weight yarn. It's a hand painted, and we've decided to pair that with Mirasol Nuna. We're using a variety of yarns. We use Nuna, we use Sulca Legata, and also Hario Fine. So we've got some great color combinations for you, and really super fantastic yarns. The Indulgent Sport, just to give you an idea, is a 100% superwash wool, and the Nuna is a wool, silk, and viscose. Your Hario Fine.
Our friend Linda Crawford is back from Mississippi.
Hey, you're still in Mississippi. Alpaca and Palomite. So
and Darlene says hi back.
Hi back. The quality of our yarns here is really special. We take pride in the yarns that we offer. We have a variety. There's some large distributors that we work with who offer some really fine yarns, including Noro and Juniper Moon Farms. And then we also work with some smaller independent dyers and some smaller hand-painted dye houses. So you'll see a nice variety in here. So the bucket shawl is, as I said, a combination of Indulgent Sport and the Nuna as a backdrop for it. So that's that one, as I said, on our website, bucket shawl. Oh, and when you get to our website, if you see something, if you happen to be going through the site and you say, oh, gee, you know, I love these colors, but I'm not necessarily keen about that pattern, so I'd like to buy these colors separately, send me a message. We put kits together to help take the mystery out of the skein. But, you know, you're independent. You know what you like. So give us a call, give us a holler, and we're more than happy to put something together for you that's custom. I see my announcer / husband smiling. Why are you smiling?
We have Sharon Mann from Arizona. I wonder if she's related to Russ Mann, my friend from Arizona.
I don't know.
Welcome, Sharon.
But whoever you are, Sharon Mann, we appreciate you being here, and thank you so very much. It's nice to have you. So another one of our favorites here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, that's one of our newer pieces, is Always Be Brave. And Always Be Brave is, again, another kit that we've got that we put together for you using it. I thought this was beautiful for the fall. I love the colors in this one. This is a mixture of Rainbow Beach by Queensland Collection and Gadi for Alana Mia Uni. So we have some really cool colorways going on.
Welcome, Bev Wilson from Ontario.
Oh, hi, Bev from Ontario, our Canadian friends. So here in Always Be Brave, we've taken two superwash wools or two wools and put them together. And I love the way the mosaic works in this. Let me just show you how this pattern, if you've not seen Always Be Brave yet. I'm going to hold this up this way. So it starts with the multicolor and then the mosaic in the solid. And look how pretty that is. It goes all the way down. And as you go along, though, you switch over to the solid with the multicolor in the mosaic. So it's a very, very pretty flow to that pattern. I just got the cutest smile. I'm busy, I'm working. Okay. So Always Be Brave. And that's on our website as well. And some of the yarns you'll find that we have in kits, we also we have yarn by the skein as well. So if you're interested in something special, you might sometimes see just the skeins available, just because it makes it easier. Some folks are just like to have the opportunity to purchase just the yarn. Others like the skein. The kits as well. So we like the kits are always nice and easy.
Anna Calfean Munford says, hey there, tuning in during my lunch break.
Oh, you too. Oh, Anna, I sent you a message this morning on Facebook. I don't know if you saw that, but if you did, give me a buzz and let me know if there's something I can help you with. In fact, it was about the Twisted Stitches shawl. So I'm going to walk over to Twisted Stitches while you're on the line. I put this on my website, on Facebook the other day. A newer knitter. This is our signature shawl, Twisted Stitches. And that was named, of course, after the show. And Twisted Stitches is knitted using Tsubami by Noro. This was a newer yarn, I guess at the end of last year. No, the beginning of this year it came out, actually, because I had it for the Stitches event that never took place. So what we did with this is we created a variety of stitches in here. So it's a bit of a sampler, and it keeps the experienced knitters interested throughout. And it's great for newer knitters because there are a variety of stitches in here. So you've got some slip stitches, you've got your yarn overs, you have some mosaic work in there, and a little bit of lace work. So it keeps you interested. And the nice thing is, I believe you cast on 225 stitches. So when you're practicing, if you're newer, you're practicing that stitch over and over and over again throughout the row on that scarf. And then you knit it again at another time in the shawl. So you get to see a variety of different stitches in one pattern. And the woman, Andrea Fenton, was my customer who I worked with on this recently. This is not hers. This is our shop model. And she did such a fantastic job. And oh, you know what? Wait right here. I have it. You don't have to go anywhere. I have it. I have it right here. Let me show it to you. This, we blocked it together at the studio. Let me show. So of course she used a different colorway. And look how beautiful that lace. Just look how pretty. You can really see the definition of the stitches. And this brings up a really good point here, showing this to you, is one of the things that even though we are global and we don't have brick and mortar, we take pride here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl in serving our customers, because we know that without our customers, we would have nothing. So throughout any of your projects, if you get stuck, we're here to help you. We're a Zoom call, a FaceTime, anything that we can do to help you get through your pattern, we're here for you. So buy with confidence with us, because you know that we're going to stand behind you and help you along the way.
Anna says, I'll check my messages and get back to you. And you. Anna Maria says, Paulette, I love that color. What is it?
This color, this one here, this one here. Let me take a peek and see. I just moved the Tsubami over. I believe it's this one right down here. Let me take a peek at it. It is color number 10. So this is a variety of some of the Subami colors that we have. Again, our studio is just, we're working from a limited space right now too. And we had a little bit of an issue yesterday. So we're kind of honed into a small piece of the studio. Should I tell them what happened?
Sure. Anna Maria says, yes, that was the one.
That was the one. Cool. So yesterday we had a little mishap. And I came downstairs and I was packing up an order for someone. And I was putting together a kit. And I was winding the yarn and I was like, why is this yarn wet? And I looked down and I stepped on our floor and water was coming up from under the floor. Well, that was a bit of an issue that we had to deal with yesterday. Our dehumidifier hose snapped and the water was seeping under the floor. Not on top of the floor where we could see it, but under. So yeah, so we had a little bit of an issue here and we're working through that. But here we are anyway. We're having a good old time with everybody. So do you have more comments right now? Or are we good to go?
Nope,
okay,
good.
So Anna Marie, you know what color that is. It's color number 10. The Twisted Stitches shawl is on our website. It is one skein. That's the lovely part of it too. One skein. Experienced knitters will continue to be interested because that repetition, it goes through. And you know what? You can watch TV once you get the row going. You know what you're doing. And for the newer knitters, you know, you may not want to watch TV while you're practicing new stitches. It's like kind of like having a glass of wine while you're knitting. They don't really go together. But you know, you have a good time with it. So that's the Twisted Stitches shawl. As we move along, I want to just take a moment and talk with you about some sale items that we have. This is our Top Rainbow by Katia. I think this is a most lovely, lovely yarn. This is a cotton, and let me show you how the fiber is on this. In this yarn, it's a sport weight yarn, and you have 3 or 4 different threads that you work together with while you knit this. And it's a cake, so you can see how glorious the colors are in here as you go through. And there's a pattern. I don't know if you're a crocheter. There's a pattern online called Cakes 2 to Tango. And you can use 2 different colors and work them together throughout, opposing as you go throughout. And it's an absolutely gorgeous piece. So this is a cotton. It's by Katia. And let me give you some information on it. It's 874 yards of sport weight yarn. So you know you're going to get a beautiful shawl out of that. And it's 50% cotton, 50% acrylic. And it normally sells for $36 and it's on sale at 30% off. So here's what I'm going to do. These are not on our website. I'm going to show you the different colors, 30% off the $36. And if you like it, we're just going to name them colors. This is green. So it's your green. And then you have brown. These are your browns with a little bit of touch of green inside. Look how beautiful those skeins are wound.
So they just mentioned in the comments?
Yep, you just say sold orange, a green, sold brown. Green, brown, and then there is pink. Look at this. Okay. First come, first serve. I have 1 green, I have 1 pink, and I have 3 browns. And then we have 1 black. So look at that. You've got your blacks, whites, grays, go into the reds, burgundies, and deep reds. So these are 30% off. Just say sold and the color. Green, brown, pink, or black. Oops, there, I put that back there. And then, similarly, we have pretty much the same yardage, just a different brand. This is called Alta to Go.
Carol Adams says, do you have anything knitted up with them?
You know, I do have, let me show you. I do have something here. And this is when Paul, you said you're going to have to get in there. And I said, I don't know. So you can show the studio to our fans right now while I grab something.
Our fans are coming to us from all over.
Got it. There you go. Now, look at that. And thank you for asking. Okay, so now this is not knitted. It is crocheted, but you get an idea of how the yarn moves. Really, such beautiful colors.
So
And
you can make one of those with any of these.
Whoopsie. This color was used in there. So you can see how it goes throughout. You got your yellows and the greens in there. And you've got your purples and oranges in here. And then there was a different color that I don't have left that she used on the top. So really, very, very gorgeous. And okay, so those were the Katya ones. And then we have, again, a different brand, but very similar, same fiber content. We've got the blue and orange. This is really pretty. The navy. And then this one is midnight. Great colors. Great colors. If you need a reminder of the color names, just, put it in the comments and we will go over them again. They're all 30% off. And the construction is pretty much the same on all of them. So that's one little sale item that I thought I'd bring by. Okay, cool. Let me see. Moving along. Oh, brand new. This just was delivered last night. One of my fans, another elf, dear friend, knitted this up for the shop. Look at that, how pretty. This is called Fleur, Fleur. And you're going to see lots of mohair this winter. It's a very, very popular fiber that's being used in so many patterns. And the mohair in this, look at this, how pretty. So what we've done with this, you've got just a little bobble and your mohair in between, your bobble rows. And what we did was, in this particular case, we took a red. Where did the color go? Well, just to give you an idea, someone else ordered it yesterday in these colors. We're using 50 Shades of Mohair and Patagonia by Juniper Moon Farm. And we've got lots of different variety of color combinations on the website. So this kit is 2 skeins of Patagonia and 2 of the 50 Shades of Mohair. And the mohair, I believe, is held double as you work it. So 50 Shades of Mohair. Hey, Paul, can you come and show the variety of colors in the, thank you. And that's all the Patagonia. Oopsie. And then here in the 50 Shades of Mohair. You can see the colors are going. We've got lots more though. Super. Thank you. Thank you. And this is another fun little scarf using the 50 Shades of Mohair. This is a yarn by Katya. It's a concept yarn. and just came out brand new this year. And
using the 50 Shades of Mohair.
It's a 67% mohair, 30% polyamide. Beautiful yarn, works up nicely, and as I said, you're going to be seeing lots of this. So we have some kits already on our website for the 50 Shades of Mohair sweater. This is an oversized sweater, great piece for the winter. You know, you can wear it with jeans, with a pair of leggings. It's just a super, super pattern. And you'll find the 50 Shades of Mohair on our website as well. Okay. If you're a sock fan, we've got some great sock yarns. We have some fabulous sock yarns by online. I love the way this little pattern works through here. It's a great sock yarn. These are the variety of colors that we have in stock. We can get all the others as well. It's a great price for a sock yarn. And I don't know if you've ever knitted socks or if you've ever wanted to knit socks. We actually have sock knitting classes that are called Zoom. And just like that, you're knitting socks. So those are little Zoom classes that we offer for sock knitting. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be meeting with one of our sock knitters tomorrow to finish up her socks. So what we do is we work 3 classes. Yeah, 3 to 4 classes, I think it is. And we work from the toe up on your socks, and we teach you magic loop. So in the first class, we work with the cast on and the increases. The second class, we work on the heel and the heel flap and the gusset. And then the third class, we work with joining that gusset back in the round and going up the leg of your sock. So we're pretty organized with how we work it. We have a great time. And so if you've ever wanted to knit socks, it's nothing you've done so far. Zoom, and just like that, you're knitting socks, and that's on our website. Are there comments there, Paul? Okay, you're looking like somebody was saying something. A very, very popular item at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl this summer has been our Patriot Game shawl. And this is a 3 skeins, 1, 2, 3 skein project, red, white, and blue. And the reason why I've got to show you a picture is because I can't seem to knit one fast enough with everything else I'm doing here at the studio. So we have sold over 100 of these, actually more than 110. They have just gone and gone and gone, and we still have kits left. So if you would like the Patriot Game shawl, it is an asymmetrical shawl. You've got your blue with your white stars, which are really just knitted and carried yarn. You're carrying your yarn through here, and then your red and white stripes. Stockinette strip on one color and garter stitch on the other. Simple pattern, and lots of fun to knit, and apparently very popular. Who knew when we started? But it's still popular. We're having a great time with it. So enjoy. Let's see. So the boxy cardigan. Let's go over to Noro for a second, because we've got some great things by Noro. Noro's the kind of yarn that if you like it, you'll love it. And we have lots of Noro lovers. And so one of the kits that we have, and you'll find, you could just go on our website and in the search bar put Noro, and you'll find all the different projects that we have by Noro. And this is the diagonal cardigan. Wait, let me see a diagonal pullover, and it is very popular. It's knitted with Ito. We have a variety of colors in Ito, and you see just some of them here. And this pattern is actually taken out of one of the Noro magazines. So when you buy this kit, we include the magazine with it. So you'll get not only the pattern for this, but you'll get the pattern for probably 30 other Noro pieces as well, Noro fashions as well. And while I'm holding this in my hand, probably a good time to talk with you about our shawl pins. We work with the artist Jay out, I believe it's in North Carolina. Is that North Carolina? And so we have a variety of shawl pins from him. They're on our website. And as one of my customers says, Jay's shawl pins turn your your outfit into a statement piece. So really very lovely variety of different shawls that he creates. We have them in 2 different sizes, and those are on our website. Let's see, what else can I show you? I showed you this. Oh, while we're on Noro, you may have seen that Noro's new magazine number 17 has come out. And in that magazine, there are several beautiful fashions, not only for wearing, but for your home. And we are going to be having our Noro trunk show for magazine number 17 coming up next Monday, the 21st. And we have something really special that we're doing along with that trunk show. So let's walk over here, Paul, so I can show the folks what we've got happening. So we have a preview and yarn tasting for the trunk show. And the way this works is you order your magazine for the trunk show. When you order your magazine, with it, you will receive 6 sample skeins of yarn that are used in the actual magazine, in the garments. So we'll give you 6 little mini skeins so that you can test those out, give them a try, see which ones are your favorites. You'll get free shipping on this kit. You'll also get free shipping on any order over $50 from the 16th through the 21st, the 17th through the 21st, which are the days prior to the trunk show and the day of the trunk show. And you get to schedule a 1-hour session with Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, a Zoom session to preview all the items that we're going to have in the trunk show on the 21st. So how will you do that? Well, if you're local, you can actually schedule your time and come to the studio. And we have all the COVID protocols in place. So we've got your hand sanitizers, and we've got masks if you don't have them. And so we are COVID safe. We took our COVID certification here. So you can come to the studio if you're local. But if you're not local, you can schedule for an online preview. So we will either FaceTime with you and walk you through our studio, or we will Zoom with you to show you the different patterns and garments that we have. So this is really cool. We've gotten we've gotten several people who have signed up. I'll be packing up 4 shipments today to go out. So we have a limited supply on these. So if you were interested in participating in this, you can go online and schedule the time that you'd like. When you make your order, when you purchase your order, you'll choose the time that you want for your preview. And this is going to be a lot of fun. We walk people through our studios all the time here. People will call and say, hey, I saw something on your website. I'm not sure that's what I want. Can you show me what else you have? And, we're very happy to show you. And sometimes, when you look at something online, it's not exactly the same as if you saw it close up. So, we're happy to zoom in on something and show it to you personally. That this burgundy or cranberry may not show up quite like that online. And you says, I'm not sure if I like that, or if I want it, or if it's too red or whatever. So we're happy to do that. So as far as the Noro show goes, we will walk you through, show you all the items that are going to be in the trunk show, and give you a little tasting so that you can try out those yarns and see what you like. And we want to make sure that your yarns arrive prior to the trunk show. So, make sure you get those orders in for that. We're really excited about this. This is a big deal for us, and we hope that you take advantage of this opportunity and enjoy it with us. You know what? I'd like to, do we have questions or comments? Okay. I'd like to show the folks here a little bit about Apple Fiber Studios while we're at this end of the room. Apple Fiber Studios is out of Bellingham, Washington, and they do a great job with hand dyeing. I love their yarns. I met them a few years ago at an event, at a conference for yarn shops. This is their They're fingering weight, sock weight yarn. It's called Macintosh. And all their yarns are named after apples, being from Washington. And I just love the way they put their colors together. Look at the vibrancy of these colors, the greens and the blues and oranges, the pinks. Look at this. Love that purple with this one here as well. Beautiful, beautiful colors. They have, there's a shawl. Let me show you the ripple effect shawl. I'm coming around. One of this was featured in our trunk show on Monday. And you'll find this on our website. This is called the ripple effect. And we've got lots of combinations of colors. In this one, they're using partly cloudy, buttercup invasion, and well, they use a sparkling cider in this one. We have it paired up with this, with shoots and leaves. Really beautiful colors, and I just love their combinations. Look at this one. Really, this is Whatever Falls, and this blue is really pretty. Chuckanut Drive. So we've got a couple of different offerings on our website using Apple Fiber Studio yarns. And again, you can just, in the search bar, Apple Fiber Studio, and you'll see all their different yarns. We also have their yarns listed individually as well. So if you didn't want to buy a kit and you saw colors that you liked, that's listed individually. Here's another. We are waiting to get in our mohairs from Apple Fiber Studio. This is a lovely pattern. This is called Zephyrus. And I just love Zephyrus because of its shape. Besides, being the combination of a fingering weight and mohair, what's really cool about this is you'll see that one side is longer than the other. Let me show you. You see, you got your V here, and then look how long that is, so that when you wrap it, it stays nicely on your shoulder. Really very, very pretty. I probably don't have my point in the right place. Not always easy to get everything perfect when you don't have the mirror to work with. I could go in the television. Okay, so that's really pretty. That's Zephyrus. And if you don't see that on our website, just let me know if that's something you'd like. And like I said, we're waiting for our mohairs and our sparkling ciders. And we just love Apple Fiber Studio yarns. They do a great job. Another favorite on our website is the Dottie Cowl. The Dottie Cowl uses a combination of Juniper Moon Farm Moonshine and Louisa Harding and Normay. And you see we have our little scarf pin in there for effect. It really does show up very nicely. And we have this, actually this is offered in 2 different lengths on the website, because once we did it, we thought it might be nice to have it in a longer length as well. Because I have such narrow shoulders, I can actually take it and wear it this way. And, you can cross it over, put your pin up here to hold it up at the top. And so lots of different ways to wear this little cowl. So we did it in this length, and we also did it in a full scarf, or if you wanted an infinity length. And what's really cool about this, if you live in some really cooler climates in the winter, it's really fun because it's double-sided. So it's nice and warm. It's worked in a big tube and then sewn together. So knitted in the round and then sewn together. So pretty cool. So it's a simple pattern, easy to follow. And that's called Dottie Cowl. You know, there was a new yarn that came out this summer, and yeah, summer's over, but it's not really. I mean, we still have a couple of we still have a little bit of summer left. And one of the yarns that was new this summer is Chi Chi. Chi Chi is from Mirasol. We're going to be actually having a Mirasol trunk show coming up in October. Some new yarns from Mirasol, but for the summer, if you go on our website, you'll see some great little patterns from Chi. We're using Chi Chi. This is a combination of fibers of alpaca, 30% alpaca, 30% linen, and 25% viscose, and then some micro tweed in there. But just look at the tweed flecking in it. It's really pretty. When you see it, it's actually almost a little raised, and it gives a really lovely effect to the yarn. It's one of my favorite new yarns that's come out. I really do love it, and it is it's a fingering to sport weight. I would call it more a sport weight yarn. Great, and it's great for garments because it holds up really nicely with that the linen and viscose from bamboo in there. So it holds up really nice and knits up beautifully. Can you show them some of the colors we have here, honey? Would you show that to them? Okay, this was those what you're seeing now, those are some, this is Noro. These are some of the Noro lighter weight yarns. These are really cool. I don't know if you saw these this summer. This is Kumo. Kumo is kind of it's got a little nubby effect, and you can see the little multi. It's got the white in with any color that you've got. We got the pinks and the grays, the light blues, the purples, all in there. Green. I'll be having, maybe I'll take the anchor shirt out. I have a sweater that was knitted in this for the summer. Really lovely. So there was Kumo, and then Sonata. Sonata is really a lovely yarn as well. And there's a pattern on our website called Silver Leaf, the Silver Leaf shawl. Absolutely stunning. I'll make sure I take that out for our next show as well. In fact, I'm going to leave these down here so I don't forget to take them out, to take out the Kumo and Sonata. Those were really great yarns this summer, and some very, very popular projects as well. I thought I'd just grab this really fast because this is one of those, again, newer knitter. This is a great shawl or a little scarf to work on it. We have lots of colors for this, and this uses both a silky mohair and a superwash wool. And just a simple little fluffy thing. If you need to knit, you want to knit something as a gift, something quick and easy. You're knitting with, lighter weight yarn on a big needle, goes fast, and it's a lot of fun to do. So you'll see this is called Pleasant Dreams on our website. We're not pattern designers here. That's the last thing I want to do. I love to knit up all the different patterns and designs that I see. It is not my strong suit. It is not my skill to design, but every now and then we come up with something that really works. Kind of like the Patriot Game shawl. That was something that, we saw and said, I think I like this, and I think I want to do it like this. And so we created our own thing. And kind of like the same thing with this. I just wanted something simple that a newer knitter could knit, an experienced knitter could whip up really fast, a teacher gift, whatever it is you need to do. If you like to give away handmade gifts, this is a great one, great price point for that as well. And are we rounding up our time a little bit? No, we got a little bit more time. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about. We talked about Noro before. Noro Silk Garden. We had a trunk show recently featuring a lot of the fashions from the Noro Silk Garden collection. And on our website, you'll find several of them. And I may even get some back in for our trunk show. But this one item, the Starburst shawl, this was one of the most popular items from this kit, from this magazine. And the Starburst shawl, I believe uses, let me just find it here. I believe it's the Silk Garden. Yeah, Silk Garden sock. And I love the colors. Look at this. Look at this. There's something about Nora yarns.
Sherry Perlman Iskandarian says, how far from Boston are you?
About 2 hours. We're about 2 hours. You make a road trip, we'd love to have you come. We would love to host you here at our little at our little studio. I lost my word for a moment there. Sorry about that. So Silk Garden sock is a great yarn. I love these colors. So we're just talking about that from here. And Silk Garden sock is also used in the new Noro magazine, and we have a sample of that in the tasting samples as well. So Silk Garden sock comes in the multicolor or the self-striping, I should say, and in solids. So we have Silk Garden sock and Silk Garden sock solo. And so you see lots of times you'll see them, mix the patterns together, mix the colors together in different items. And we have lots of these, lots of the different patterns from this book on our website. And there are many of the patterns that are not available unless they're not available as solo patterns. So in that case, like for example, here in the open boxy cardigan, when you order this kit, you get the book with it. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you'd like to see this anniversary book, you can actually go on our website. The book is on the website as well as a standalone. And we have a preview there of all the different patterns that are in the book. So you get to see them. The same thing with the Noro magazine. The Noro magazine is available by itself. And there is a preview of the different patterns that are in there as well. So Noro Silk Garden sock is what's used in this. And then in the open boxy cardigan, you are using Noro Silk Garden. So just back up just a smidge there. And there's a whole area here in the studio of Silk Garden. So we've got Silk Garden Solo and then Silk Garden Stripe. And I just love the way Silk Gardens, not Silk Garden, all Noro yarns, they're self-striping yarns. The stripe is so long that it's great for so many different projects.
Linda Gustafson, I was just going to ask that.
I'm guessing how far we were from Boston, but let's see what happens. If you had another question, Linda, you just let us know. We're happy to answer it for you.
What weight is Silk Garden?
Silk Garden is a worsted weight. It's actually just a smidge lighter. Let's show that to you close up. It's just a smidge lighter than Ito. Noro Ito is an Aran weight. So let me just stay here for 1 second, Paul. I want to grab something so I can show the folks.
Linda says, no, the yarn in the cardigan.
Oh.
And then she says, thank you.
So, if you look at that, this is Silk Garden and this is Ito. So you see the colors are similar. You got your purples and your reds and your blues. Then there's always something a little bit different that they do. Noro is a very, very creative man. The way he chooses colors, the way he looks at nature and creates a palette from what he sees and what he envisions. His colors are just amazing. And, I was trying, when I was buying the yarns for the shop, I was looking at Silk Garden yarns. I'm talking with my yarn guy, my yarn salesperson. And I said to him, I don't know which goes with which. And, he said to me, it doesn't matter, just pick them because they all really work well together. I had no idea what I was doing when I picked up these two yarns. I didn't think I was going to put them together. But if you take a look, here, let me turn this way so you can see. Look how pretty those work together. So when you look at the Noro, the 20th anniversary book, there's another great book that we have here by Noro. And I have lots of the magazines, by the way. So if you see a magazine online, like from issue 12 up, I probably have some here that I can help you with. This was a fabulous book. We actually had Cornelia Tuttle Hamilton on our show. She's the author of Noro, Meet the Man Behind the Legendary Yarn. And some of the patterns in here are just stunning. And what's really interesting and what made me think about this is you're asking what weight this yarn was. Sometimes you'll find a yarn, like for example, Silk Garden is a worsted weight. So is Subami. I'm sorry, this is not Subami, this is Akari. So is Akari. Akari is a worsted weight as well. This is a softer fiber. You know, people say sometimes, oh, Noro is scratchy. Well, that's indicative of the yarn. That's part of its character. And remember, when you block something, it relaxes the fibers and the softness comes through. So even though you still have that typical Noro yarn, blocking does a world of difference. And we use soap wash here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. We love our soap wash for when we do our blocking. But so this is also a worsted weight. And so is Subami. Oops, that's okay. I'll pick that up. So for example, if you saw something that called for Silk Garden, and you didn't care for the colors and we didn't have the colors in stock, and you said, oh, but I like that color in Subami. Can I use Subami for that? Well, you sure can. What's the difference? It's a little bit different in the combination of fibers. You know, I don't know that I would totally mix this. This is a has a lot of silk and cotton in it. So I don't know if I was going to mix it for that same sweater, how the texture would be. It's something like that. But you could certainly use this. But besides those small nuances of fiber content, it's also the way it's put up. Because if you look at Subami, there's 600 meters in here. There's almost, 620 or 30 yards here. And in a typical ball of Silk Garden, you've got about 130 yards. So that's where another difference comes in. So let's see. Oh, so this is 110 yards in here. It's 100 meters, a little over 100, somewhere between 105 and 110 yards. So that's the difference too. And so when you even it out, price comes to be about the same. If the fiber content is similar and the colors work for you, there's lots of times that we can change out one yarn for another. And so Noro Meet the Man is another book that's on our website and has lots of different patterns in here as well. And again, that's where I was going with this. There are sometimes yarns or colors are discontinued, but there's always a substitute. So if there was a yarn that was discontinued, there's a new yarn that's come out that is very similar, new name, probably the same or similar fiber content, and similar colors or different colors, more vibrant sometimes more subdued. You just never know what they're thinking when they put them together. So these are more of the Noro books that we have. So we've got the Silk Garden anniversary book. We have the Noro Meet the Man. We've got lots of Noro patterns and individuals. So when we have our trunk show next week, we'll be doing lots of giveaways as well. And so we've got lots of Noro traditional books that we have here that we're going to be giving away on that trunk show. So you're going to see lots of fun things. And we hope that you'll join us for that. That will be Monday, the 21st. We have the trunk show coming up. And as we round out some things here, just to give you an idea, we've got brand new yarn coming in that just came in from Juniper Moon Farm is Beatrix. Beatrix is like holding a cloud in your hand. This is one of the softest yarns I have ever held. It's an extra fine merino wool, Angora, and nylon. There's a pattern on our website called Cassia, and Cassia is a slip stitch shawl using two colors of, actually we put it, the sample, whoopsie. The sample was in the gray and pink, but we put together several different color combinations for you to choose from. And again, if you see two colors you like and the color combination has not been put together, please just let us know and we'll put one together for you. We are happy to help you. So, okay. Another one of my favorite Nora yarns is Tayo. I love the way Tayo feels. I love the vibrancy of the colors. There is a great cardigan pullover that I am putting together for the website using Tayo. And there's also a sweater that's called Top Notch Pullover. And that's by Cornelia Tuttle Hamilton, and it's on our website. She did an amazing job with that design, and we have that pattern on our website for you, that kit on our website. I just love this. I love it's cotton and silk, wool and polyamide, and it just feels as happy as the colors look. Really very, very pretty. So, are you a fan of super bulky yarns? You know, it's, I've worked so much with the finer fibers and I had arthritis in my thumbs. And so I got away from working with bulky yarns or super bulky yarns. But we've got some great super bulky yarns here that are fun and they're fabulous for, you know, your one skein projects or your cowls. Louisa Harding, and I put up some samples here, just simple samples, but you can go on our website and you'll see lots of different patterns and kits from Louisa Harding, or you can just put in super bulky and you'll find that as well. So, you know, a couple of hats. I love the colors on these, really sweet colors. They're bouncy, they're fun. My daughter came to visit last week and the first thing she did was grabbed this hat and put it on her head. Because I don't wear a whole lot of hats that have a little head. So when I make sample hats, I make them small. So this one is a Louisa Harding. Whoop. And this one is knitted with Mirasol's Yusha. Yusha's a fun yarn. This is a chainette. Let me show them the construction of that. It's a little chainette yarn. So it works up really nicely when you knit it, and it holds together really nicely. And we've got these great pom-poms. Look at this. You'll find the pom-poms on our website under accessories. And these are snap-ons. So you just stitch it on so that when you want to launder your hat, you can just, you know, put your hat in some soft silk wash and you can save your pom-pom's life. And these are faux fur, by the way, but look how full and lively they are. Woo!
Just in time for the cold weather.
Yeah. It is just in time. Yeah, don't rush it, dear. Don't rush it. So here, you know, we've got the pom-poms. As I mentioned, these are, look at this one. I love this one. The black and white tips. Look how pretty. Really fun. You're going to love the snap-on. Very important to keep your pom-pom life going and your hats getting washed. And you know, you can put pom-poms on scarves too. You don't just have to put them on hats. So, for example,
and you can mix them up by popping them on different hats.
Well, no, the snap has to. Oh, well, yeah, if you have snaps on different ones, sure. So here, you know, like if you wanted to, this is the Kyler shawl, which we'll be talking more about at a different show. But you can take a pom-pom and put it on the end of a shawl as well too. And you could also use it as a closure on something if you wanted to put the, for example, if you wanted to, this is a pretty big shawl. You could always use it like just right up there, you know, so you put your snap on your shawl and you know where you're going to be putting your little pom-pom. Great idea. So you can use it as a shawl, you know, as a pin in place of a shawl pin. So we are rounding out to the end of our show. I want to thank you so much for joining us at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. I hope you'll come back and see us tomorrow at the same time at noon Eastern. That's 11 Central. Yes, I think that's how it worked. And we will see you then. Share this with your friends. Be sure to let us know you and fill out your survey. We'll see you tomorrow back here at Vogue Knitting Live.